Hello, I'm David with the Plant Bar. A lot of people have been asking what exactly this place is, and we figured it would be best just to start our first video with a tour of the Plant Bar. So I just walked in through the adobe arches. This is the entrance to the Plant Bar. The adobe wall was already here, and we've tried to build around it. So outside here are herbs, vegetables, color, and shrubs, cactus, and outside succulents. So we'll start over here. Over here we have our herbs and vegetables. We have some marigolds on the wall. Here at the Plant Bar, we tried to repurpose as much as we could, so we had pallets sitting around outside when we purchased the property, so we reused the pallets. Tried to think of ways to display our items, and this is what we thought of. So we've got living walls of herbs and vegetables, created a table, and displayed them that way. So off to the right when you come in, that's all our herbs and veggies. Some of the sell items would be right at the entrance here. Coming on into the patio, we've got this nice low-hanging patio lights that we've got created in a little ambiance. This is a clawfoot bathtub that we found out in the desert on property, and we brought it up here, and we have all of our annuals stored in here. We also use this as a place that we've mixed our soil. So underneath all this is actual soil that we use for our planting parties and for other planting and things like that we do here at the Plant Bar. We'll head this way. There's a fireplace on property. We won't be using it much longer because it's getting hot. It was like 90 yesterday. It is close to that at least here. So getting warm. Try to repurpose things. We had some chairs given to us, and we found them and we salvaged them. And so we've tried to come up with cool ideas to give you, when you come in here, to give you ideas on how to repurpose and decorate your outside as well as your inside. So this one's got a yucca growing out of the middle of it. It's giving it some interest in an old, otherwise useless chair. You can't sit in it anymore. This is the Plant Bar we used for events around the community and other expos like that. Also, if you come to your house and do a planting party, we might bring this with us. So this is the original Plant Bar. I built it myself, and I didn't realize that 42 inches was too wide to fit in doorways, so it's not very useful. But it looks cool here. We're still working on some areas, but we've got some. This is a natural desert. We have a trail that goes up to the top of the hill there, but we've built in this retaining wall steps, and we'll have this will eventually be a seating wall, and then we'll be able to go up, and you can have a little walk up to the top. It's a great view at the top, out over the valley. The ironwood tree was already here. The saguaros were naturally growing here. We've built everything around them, but we've created this little area here. We're gonna, we take cuttings and other things from other plants that we have out in the desert. We've repurposed them here. So this whole area over here will be where we propagate a little bit. We won't be doing much propagation, but we will be doing a little. And we wanted to make sure that it was decorative and looked nice. So rather than having an assembly line with conveyor belts or whatever to shake the dirt, we're going to grow it this way. So heading through here, we just have more displays of color. So heading on over here, this is the front entrance to the actual inside part of the Plant Bar. We found this double wash barrel out in the desert, so we repurposed it. It's filled with soil and succulents, and we made it useful. It's a cool, interesting piece. Also have like an old tool of some sort, but we got a fire stick sitting on it to create some texture and color. My good friend Charlie Fisher had this sitting outside, and so he offered to give it to us, and I knew it would fit perfectly here. So we're displaying some of our indoors mixed with some outdoors. in around the hutch and in the entrance to the plant bar. So that's the outside of the area. The goal out here is we didn't want to have tables with plants and be the normal nursery. So what we did is, we created these vignettes, and normally, like at our grand opening, we had tables and chairs. So it's more of a place that you can sit and enjoy yourself and be surrounded by plants. We're going to head on inside. Come on in. Welcome to the inside of the plant bar, where we collaborated with Jami Ray Vintage to create this unique space. All right, welcome inside the plant bar. So in here with Jami and Zeb Ray, with Jami Ray Vintage, we collaborated and we came up with lots of cool ideas, and we used a lot of things that were on site. So we'll do a little walkabout around the room, and we'll start right over here. All right, so as you walk in, the register is off over to your left, and we want to talk about the piece. We built the base out of 2x4s in normal construction. But the rest, as with everything else here, we salvaged from the property. So we found a bunch of corrugated tin that was rusted, had calcification. We brought it in, we cut it, and we attached to the face. The surrounding pallet wood, we had empty pallets that were sitting around out in the desert. We cut the pallet nails off and put it on the face here. All of the products that we sell here from Jami Ray Vintage were used to create the pieces within the store. Just like this register here, we used the Barnwood stamp as well as the paint to create this unique look. We're going to drop the link below to Jami Ray Vintage YouTube channel so that you can see how this piece was created. So right here we took an old furniture leg and created a shelf. We wanted to have a space. We wanted to have a space where we could show smaller things and allow you to grab, and this is what we came up with. In conjunction with Jami, she came up with the paint scheme. She did the black DIY paint underneath, and then the white on top, and scuffed it up to bring out the black. Makes a great area to be useful, utilitarian. We obviously check people out here. Same place. It's beautiful. It's got a lot of poly on the top, so it's real durable, and we can use it to display some smaller pieces. So we've got some of our air plants here. Some tillandsias, some red tillandsias, larger ones. And we'll have some other videos down the way on how to care for the air plants. Hang around, this is a piece that they got, and they did this in 2 days. They painted all this furniture that you see in here. Actually, some of it sold on our grand opening. They came down with the table, but everything else in here, everything else was painted, sealed, and on display in 2 days. We did the turnaround on the store in 2 weeks, so it was a pretty quick process. Found this at our friend Sandy's house, found it out in the back of her property, brought it in, glued, fixed it up, and cleaned up the windows, and makes a great display for larger, taller indoor plants. Heading this way, we're actually going to the plant bar. Created the plant bar with some help from my good friend Adam and my dad, and also Youth for Troops. They helped me with the base of it, and then Jami and Zeb helped me with the top. But here, this is the plant bar. This is where you come up, you pick a terrarium or a pot. We have all the succulents here, succulents and cactus that you can pick out in the 2.5 size. You belly up to the bar, and here somebody will help you to put it together, or we can do it for you. But this is where that happens. Up behind the bar, I wanted to have a living wall, and this is what I came up with, and I'll be showing in the future. We'll have another video that shows how to build these boxes. But these are boxes that can be used in the retail sense, so that we can put plants in there and also take them out and sell them right off the wall. There is a living aspect to it, but we're using it for our space here so that we can not only have it pretty to look at and have a green wall, but use it in our, you know, day-to-day sales when people come in. So this is the plant bar, and this is the whole premise, and we've had a lot of people having a lot of fun coming up here and planting with us and getting your hands dirty, and that's really that's the pleasure that I find in it, and I know Crystal does too, is just having people having fun planting and finding joy and getting dirt and charcoal underneath your fingernails. Over here is where we're storing all of Jami Ray Vintage products. So the link that we post for the countertops, or for the bar tops, that's also a link that you can find all this product and how to use it. But we sell it here in the store. So coming around, when you come in, all of our decorative pieces, our terrariums and our pots are here. So you pick your pot and then head over to the bar and get it built. We have some corbels and other items for display here, just to kind of give you an idea of things we can do. And last but not least, it's not light out anymore here, but inside here, we had an old ironwood. There's another piece of it outside. We cut it in half and we hung the rest of the stump from here, and this is where we display the rest of our air plants. So we got Spanish moss and some other things hanging from it.
Thanks for touring the plant bar with us.
Please like and subscribe, and I'm David.
And I'm Crystal, and this is the Plant Bar, Arizona.